If you clicked on this video, you're probably looking to improve your life in some way, or you just thought the title was interesting. But either way, I promise I'm going to make it worth your while, because what I'm going to talk about today is something I learned in a book like maybe 6 or so months ago. And ever since then, I've implemented it in my life, and it has made my life dramatically better, dramatically more productive. And I would feel selfish just to keep it to myself. So I'm going to tell you guys today the one thing I learned about productivity that is game changing. So where most people go wrong with productivity is not necessarily that they're lazy, but they think about it the wrong way. People think the more things you do in a day, the more productive you are. Oh, I accomplished X amount of tasks today. I had a really productive day. But where they go wrong is that not all tasks are created equal. As it turns out, there are a very small number of tasks that account for most of what you actually accomplish in life versus a bunch of tasks that actually go nowhere. And I made a little chart here for this video. It's a nice little chart. And I've separated it into B tasks and A tasks. So B tasks are the ones that people generally associate with productivity. You know, doing your homework, your chores, shopping, go to work. Oh, I ran errands today. I did my taxes, cooking, going to the dentist appointment. These are the things that people get wrong when they associate with productivity, because people will do like, say, 3 of these things in a day and be like, oh, I had a very productive day. Time to eat pizza, watch YouTube, and go to sleep. But if you look at all of these tasks that people consider productive, homework, chores, shopping, going to work, taxes, none of them are actually going to move you forward in life whatsoever. They're going to keep you, you're essentially going to be the same person the next day when you do all of these things. And that moves us over into A tasks, the ones that no one's telling you to do. There's not going to be a punishment if you don't do them. But they are the tasks that are actually going to move you forward as a person and move you towards accomplishment. So just on the list here, there's a few things: looking for jobs, learning a new skill, updating your resume, making some investments, reading books, getting some knowledge, and changing your habits for the better. Now, there's 2 differences between these things. A tasks, no one's ever going to tell you what to do unless you have like a really good parent. But A tasks are the ones that if you don't do them, no one's going to bat an eye, no one's going to care. There's not going to be any consequences. Versus these B tasks, if you don't do them, if you don't take out your trash, your house is going to stink. If you don't do your taxes, the IRS is going to come for you. If you don't get the dentist done, your teeth are going to be messed up. All of these B tasks, people will tell you to do. Versus the A tasks, no one's telling you to do. And the second thing is, B tasks, they keep you in one place, and A tasks, they move you forward. So people think, if I do my B task today, oh, I had a really productive day. But in reality, they're not moving you forward at all. And this is not me saying don't do the B tasks. Don't do, the ones that people are telling you to do. Obviously, you have to take your trash out. You got to run errands. You got to pay your taxes. Of course, you have to do those things. But they are not the things that successful people, they're not the things that lead to success. If you look at any business owner, successful athlete, anyone who's accomplished a lot in life, it's not because they paid their taxes on time. It's not because they always took their trash out. It's because they did the things that no one is telling them to do. So what I would recommend for people is do your B tasks. I'm not saying don't do them, but when you want a productive day is going to be one where you're doing your A tasks. You're creating things that are actually going to move you forward in life. So now I'm going to give an example of the difference between an A task and a B task with 2 that are actually closely related, and that is going to work versus looking for a new job. So when you think about going to work, that's something that maybe takes, say, 6 hours a day, 5 days a week, 30 hours a week. And you may consider yourself very productive for working 30 hours a week. And don't get me wrong, good for you. That's great that you're working hard. However, you keep going to work and doing the same things every day, that's not necessarily moving your life forward at all. There are some people who will work the same job for 40 years and then die. And, if you enjoy that, good for you. But think about how you got that job. It's because you took the 1 hour to update your resume, look for a job, apply, and get an interview. That 1 hour led to who knows how much money you've made over the last couple of years. So now imagine if you've been working at a job for a couple of months, you actually decide to take 1 or 2 hours a week out of your weeks and look for new jobs with better pay, better benefits, easier work, whatever. If you're constantly doing that, looking for ways to move your life forward with new jobs, then that extra hour you take a week could lead to an extra, who knows, $5 an hour, $10 an hour, a better job. And what that's going to do is that's going to compound entirely, because I'm not going to do the math here. I don't have a calculator, but say you're at a job where you make $12 an hour, whatever. And you could have the B task of just always going in, clocking in, doing your shift and leaving. Or you could spend an hour a week looking for better jobs, updating your resume, making connections, and then say, by doing that, a month later, you have a better job where instead of $12 an hour, you make 15 or 18. That $3 extra an hour of a difference is going to it's going to change your life, because that extra $3 an hour, it's going to equate to an extra couple $100 a week. And then if you keep doing that, you can keep upgrading your job, getting better and better. And that's the difference between people who end up with really good jobs versus people who stay in a bad job the rest of their life. It's not because you're lazy. Those people who always go on time to the same, not great job every day, they're hardworking people. I'm not saying people who do that aren't hardworking, but the people who end up being successful in life are going to be the ones who are always looking to move their career forward. And that's what an A task is, essentially. It's something that's going to take you further than you were yesterday. And this isn't something that only applies to your career or jobs. This can apply to any aspect of your life. So let's take cooking, for example. One person, they do their B task, they cook the same meal every day. I don't know, like spaghetti and meatballs. Every single night, they cook their spaghetti and meatballs. It's great. And if you're into that, you like eating the same thing, that's fine. But compare that to a person who once a week just takes a couple extra minutes to learn a new recipe. I don't know, like some rigatoni, some lasagna. But this person takes the initiative to do the A task of actually learning how to cook new things. That one extra new recipe a week that the person learns, they're going to know 52 extra recipes than the person who cooks the same thing every single day. And that is a remarkable difference in people. Like, this person knows 53 recipes, this person knows one at the end of the year. And it's just taking that extra minute to learn something new, learn a new skill that's going to move you so much further in life than someone who doesn't. Let me give you one more example of the power of A tasks, and then I promise I'll wrap things up. I've talked about this in a video before, but it was like maybe 2 or so years ago. I was feeling like basically unhealthy every day. I was getting sick a lot. I was not getting the best sleep. I just generally did not feel very healthy. And one day, I don't even remember how I came to this conclusion, but I decided that I should start taking vitamins. And as it turns out, after the decision of taking vitamins, my health got dramatically better, because I guess I just wasn't getting vitamins from my normal diet. And that one decision, that literal probably 2-minute going to Amazon.com, clicking checkout, that was something that dramatically improved my life. And I wasn't even thinking about it as A task versus B task back then. I was just like, oh, I need multivitamins. But that 2 minutes in that day where I decided to do something that no one was telling me to do, I decided to take a step forward in my life and try something new. That accounted for so much better sleep. That accounted for, feeling better every day. And who knows what productivity that led to. So it's these small things. A tasks do not have to be, hard work, David Goggins grinding for 10 hours a day at something. It just has to be something that moves your life forward. So again, I'm not saying don't do the B tasks, do your chores, do your homework, but at the end of the day, you're going to get those done regardless, because someone's going to force you to. So if you want to be productive, get in the habit of putting an A task in your life every day, something that's going to move you forward. Learn a new skill, read, decide to make some sort of change with your health or habits. And if you get in the habit of doing this every day, you're going to be surprised at how much your life will change in just even a month. So yeah, that's enough yapping from me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Oh, the book I read that led me to this, if you want more about this topic, I did not curate it by myself. I'm not original. The book is called Decide by Steve McClatchy. I literally just picked it up at the thrift store because it looked interesting and it ended up changing my life. So how about it? Reading is powerful. So yeah, if you want to read more about it, Decide by Steve McClatchy. It's not a very popular book, so hopefully this can get it on the map. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. With that being said, peace out.